Good morning, Molly here. I'm going to do this training video for you all while I watch my kids out the window playing in the snow and my baby next to me. So if I get distracted, that's what's going on. Good morning, hello. I'm going to jump right into this. This is going to be more of a training video instead of just one of those where we just talk about random things. So today we are going to address what to do when you get in a slump and recruiting, because these things actually go hand in hand. So I want to talk about both of them. So let's start with what to do when you're in a slump. It happens to all of us, right? It happens to every single person in this company, and especially those of you who have just promoted to yellow. Because let me tell you something, the post-yellow slump is a real thing. You've had all this momentum, you launched, you pushed so hard to get to $1,000 personal retail sales, and you feel like you've tapped out everything, right? You feel like your first market, your friends and your family are sick of you, even if nothing has been said to make you feel that way. You're just assuming it, right? You feel like you have done all the parties you can possibly do, or you're looking for leads and things. It is so common to feel that way after you hit yellow. So you're not alone if you're feeling that way. And it happens to everybody at every level in the company. You're going to have moments where you feel that you're in a slump. So we're going to talk about ways to get out of them, okay? Some of you may have heard about or seen an image talking about the 2-5-5 rule. So what does that mean? That means in a given month, you make $2,000 personal retail sales, book 5 parties, and sponsor 5 presenters. It's a formula, okay? They say this formula, if you follow this formula, you are going to advance through the company, you are going to promote, your business is going to build. Well, here's what I have to say about that. I think, in theory, this is a good idea. In theory, if you are pushing yourself every month to meet goals like that, those are amazing goals to have. However, I truly do not believe that this 2-5-5 rule is something that can be duplicated. I don't believe that every person, no matter how much training you have, is going to be able to achieve these things every month. I just don't. Maybe the sales, maybe the parties, 5 presenters a month, that's a lot of presenters. And there are women who are doing that for sure. But all of us are not. And that does not mean that our businesses are not growing. So instead, let's offer some solutions that are something we actually can grasp, are tangible, and we can turn into immediate results, okay? So here's the first thing I'm going to say to you guys, and I know you're going to think I'm crazy. Here's the first thing. Get off Facebook. Now, Molly, you're saying, Molly, wait a minute, hold on. We are a social media-based company. We sign in with Facebook. We do Facebook parties. Why should I get off Facebook? Well, here's why you need to get off Facebook. Because Facebook is getting tired, right? How many virtual parties are you invited to a week? How many of the same images are you seeing floating around? It's time to branch out. And when I say branch out, I mean get out of the house and meet real people. Because while we are a social media-based company, and we are very fortunate to be the first direct sales company of its kind that is so social media-based, because it gives us so many options to connect with people that we may not have otherwise had the chance to connect with. At the heart of things, we're still a direct sales company, and direct sales companies are people-based. So you need to be going out into the world and meeting new people. He's okay. He's playing, I promise. So how are you going to meet these new people? It's not as easy as like being in college, right? And, you know, hanging out with people in your dorm or going to a party. You're going to have to find these people. So here's a great way to do that. Meetup.com. Meetup.com, if you're not familiar with it, is groups of various kinds in your community. So get on that website, type in your zip code, and start looking for interests that you're interested in. Photography, pets, music, food, whatever. Find groups that interest you. And we talked about this a while back about Facebook groups, how you should only be joining Facebook groups that are genuine to you. Like you should not be joining mom groups if you're not a mom, or you should not be joining photography groups if you've never picked up a camera in your life. You know what I'm saying? Be genuine. Find something that interests you and go once a month. We can all make time once a month to attend something. And yeah, it's scary because when we're on Facebook, we get to hide behind our computers or our phones, and we don't actually have to meet these people and have conversations face to face, but that's what you have to do. If you want to start expanding your market outside of Facebook, outside of the same circle of people, you're going to have to get out into the world. So join these groups. Go out with your one eye done, not once, for a whole week. A whole week. I know, it's scary, right? You're like, I look like a freak. Why do I want to do that? Because people are going to notice and people are going to talk to you. Or at the very least, they're going to notice and you're going to be able to be like, you see what's going on here? And start a conversation. Have your business card, have your Blitz card. And some of you have been posting about what you've been doing out in your communities, you know, going out. Melanie talked about how she was talking to the girl, I think it was at Verizon, and just had a normal conversation. Not salesy. She had great eyelashes. Melanie asked what she did for her eyelashes, and they had a conversation. That's all it takes, talking to people. If you can challenge yourself to start talking to one new person about the opportunity every day, it's going to get easier and it's going to build. So get off Facebook, okay? Another great type of group to join, Facebook has them, but again, I do encourage, I've been looking myself to do this, get out into the world and do this, is network marketing groups. Groups of other people in network marketing, direct sales, that type of thing. These people are gold to our business because they are doing it too, and they understand what we need. So if you start joining these groups, not only are you going to benefit from their knowledge, to grow your own business, new marketing ideas, new promotions, etc., but they're customers. And, you know, maybe it's you meet a girl who does 31 bags in one of these networking groups and you start talking and she, you know, you're like, hey, you know, you want to do a party swap? And she invites all of her friends to your party and you invite yours, and that's new leads, that's new sales. But besides the sales part of this, really getting to know these people and learning what they're doing in their business is key for helping us grow our own. I'm friends with a couple direct sales girls on Facebook and I follow their business pages. And some of that stuff is awesome. I actually just messaged one girl, she is a 31 bag rep, about a post she did that I was like, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And I said to her, I'm like, mind if I, you know, use that? And she's like, no, absolutely, go ahead. Because she knows, because she's always looking for other opportunities and suggestions. Sorry, I'm watching my kid. He's in the street. What's he doing? All right, now he's on the snow. She's always looking for new ways to grow her own business too, so she understands. So these people are key, and you want to get to know these people, okay? Another way to start getting out of the rut is home parties. Now, the nice thing about Unique is that we aren't required to do home parties. It's not like Mary Kay or Avon back in the day where your market was getting so oversaturated because, you know, if you have 6 reps in the same town and they're all competing to do home parties with the same people, you know, that's going to get tired fast. We're lucky we don't have to do that. However, home parties can be amazingly successful. Myself, Bethany, and Cindy all just did a home party in the same weekend, that last weekend of February into March. All of our sales, I think the average from all the sales was like $700 in one night from a home party. Now, home parties don't have to be 20 women. Home parties can be, you call up 3 of your girlfriends who you think would have fun playing with your makeup. Or like one of your girlfriends and a girlfriend of hers. Say, hey, bring your friend, you know, Jen, whatever. Small groups can actually be really beneficial for 2 reasons. 1, sales. They're going to get their hands in it. They're going to have fun. They're going to want to buy the stuff. And 2, you're showing them how fun it is. You're talking about how it's enhanced your life. You're sharing the opportunity. And that could be a presenter for your team, right? Because you're having these one-on-one conversations, and in person, stuff gets across so much better when you're having a genuine conversation with somebody, right? Like you and I are talking right now, so much easier for you to understand what I'm trying to get across than if I was posting it on Facebook. Getting out into the world, having conversations, this is what's going to get you out of your slump because it's going to get you sales. Sales turn into parties. Parties turn into presenters. It's all bam, bam, bam. They're all connected. Sell. You sell the product. You get people interested. Book. Sell book. Sell book. What's that last one? I can't think of it right now. Sell book. Build presenters, basically. Sorry, watching the kids again. You sell, people are going to get interested in the product and want to book a party. They host a party, people are going to see how fun it is. They might sign up to be a presenter. They're all connected. I have notes because I didn't want to miss anything. Home parties, let them play. I'm telling you guys, get your hands in the stuff. Every woman at the home party I did, initially I could tell they were a little hesitant to start, getting in and playing. And once they got their hands in the stuff, once they started putting the pigments on their skin, sold. I sold so many pigments that night because people were all about it because it's awesome, right? But you can't tell that online. You got to get your hands in it. Okay. So what's another way you can get out of your slump? Follow-up. Now, follow-up is one of those things that's a necessary evil in this business, and I am the first to admit I am so bad at keeping up on it in a timely manner. When you have a customer, they provide their email address. So you have an email address from everybody who's bought from you through your website. I definitely suggest to reach out to them. I like to try and do follow-up 2 times. One, after I can see their product has been delivered, I look at the tracking, I give them a few days to play, and then I check in. If it's been mascara that they purchased, I send them my application video. Do you have an application video? I have asked you this before. If you do not have an application video, make an application video. There are hundreds of them on YouTube. Okay, some of them are very fancy. Some of them have the fancy cameras and the fancy lighting, but they are not you. Your customers need to be able to relate to you. You need to become their lash lady for life. And if you want that, you need to build a relationship with them and they need to get to know you. So having your own tutorial, your own video, it doesn't have to be fancy. You can do it on your phone. Just have really good light. Window light is really important. Do it during the day. And do a good application, no clumps, right? Make a good video and have it, and then send it to every customer who buys your lashes. Hey, I just wanted to reach out. Saw that your mascara was delivered. Have you had a chance to try it? What do you think? I wanted to send you my application video for the perfect application with no clumps. We don't want spider legs. That's not a good look. Smile, happy, send that out. 9 times out of 10, if I've had a customer having a problem, either they haven't told me unless I've asked how they're liking it, or their problem is just an application error, user error, and my video has helped them. So make a video. Take the time. It doesn't take long. Think of how long it takes you to do your lashes in the morning. Just do a video. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? You need to have that video. Second time I follow up is a few months later. If they've bought, it's been like 2.5, 3 months. If they have a mascara, it's probably time to reorder. That's a great opportunity to reach out and say, hey, how are you doing? I just wanted to let you know we have these great new products and you can talk about them. You can embed an image into the email and tell about, the mascara shelf life is about 3 months and you're probably getting low and la 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 la. You can put out the opportunity for a party. I like to phrase it instead of saying, would you like to host a party? I like to say, let's get you set up to host a party and earn your next product for free. The phrasing is a little different and plants the seed. A little different than giving them the opportunity to just say, oh no, I don't want to host a party. They still might, but you have that phrasing that's a little different. So follow-up is really important. And speaking of follow-up, email is not the only way. And I would argue email is not the best way because people read email and get rid of email or don't write back to email, or if they don't know you, they don't feel like they have to respond. If you have a phone number, and this is scary, this is another push yourself outside of your comfort zone. If you have their phone number, call them up. Call them up. I got a phone call from a rep from Origami Owl who makes necklaces. And I had bought a necklace at a vendor event I was at. I wrote down my information. And out of the blue, she called me. And for a minute, I was like, hello, like, who is this? And she's like, hi, this is so-and-so from Origami Owl. We met at the event. I wanted to see how you were liking your necklace. And, you know, I have some openings in March and I was wondering if you'd like to do a home party. I will admit I was a little taken off guard. I was in the car and I was like, oh, I don't have my phone on me, my calendar on me right now. But we talked and we had a little conversation and I thought to myself, I was like, this is really good. I couldn't ignore her because I picked up the phone. I could give her lip service, and a little bit I did because I was driving. I was like, you know, I don't have my calendar on me right now, but this might be something I'm willing to do. And actually, I'm thinking maybe we can do a joint home party, right? But she called and I thought that was so smart. You know, I think we're at the age now with all this technology that we hide behind it, and the days of being really personal and, you know, people reaching out to their customers is really falling away. And this is a really good opportunity to still do that. So I know it's scary. I don't like talking on the phone either. But you know what? The worst that can happen is they say they're not interested, or, you know, even worse, hang up on us. All right. So, I mean, hopefully people don't do that, but they could. But even that's not the end of the world, right? It's not the end of the world. It's nothing really personal. It's just people reacting to things. So calling people is actually a really, really, really good idea. So recruiting. Now that we have discussed all these ways you can get out of a slump, and getting out of the slump, doing these things, you're meeting new people, right? So you're always talking about the opportunity and not in a spammy way. Because guys, you know what? God, it is getting tired online. The join my team stuff and the posting the pictures of our unique card. And like, it's good, but it's going stale. And I don't know about you, but I am not getting new presenters posting pictures of my unique card. It's just not happening anymore because the people who, again, that I'm already friends with on Facebook have seen it. They've seen it. And I'm not going to go in a random group and post my unique card. Like, come on, that doesn't make any sense. What's going on up here? Shadows are like making me look like I have a thing down my face. Sorry, I got distracted. So it's time for new media, new social media. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. These are all places where we need to be. They're not oversaturated. The internet is a big place, and some of it will take some time and some learning on your part. I don't have that great of knowledge with Google+, for example. I have used it. I've played around with it. I don't entirely get it yet, but I'm trying because I think that could be a good market. Instagram and Twitter, I get Instagram and Twitter. I'm an Instagram junkie. I have been on there since the beginning, and I love it. Actually, I had my first Instagram sale yesterday. I posted a video of my before and after mascara, and I got my first Instagram sale. So my point is, if you want new people, if you want new recruits, you need to be sharing the opportunity in new spaces. You need to be talking to new people. And this is just the same as getting out on something like meetup.com and going out in person. These are new places with groups of people that you can be involved with. If you're not familiar with hashtags, familiarize yourself with hashtags. They're a great way to search places like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. If you are talking about, you know, 3D mascara, you can hashtag #3D mascara. People can click on that and all posts talking about 3D mascara will come up. So be creative with your hashtags. They don't all have to be related to unique. They should be, you know, like mama's tired, or like mom life, or, you know, like beauty junkie or whatever. Think outside the box. People will find you, and then continue to post how unique is enhancing your life. You know, you can do the purple card, but, you know, talking about so happy that I was able to treat my guy to this wonderful dinner, mascara money, hashtag mascara money, with a picture of you and your guy and your beautiful lashes. It's little subliminal things, but constantly sharing the joy and the benefits that this opportunity is bringing to you is what's going to bring other people in. I want to make a quick note about income claims, we can legally not talk about how much money we make. Sorry, I'm watching the kids again. We can't talk about how much money we make. We can't say, I made $1,500 this month with Unique, blah, 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 blah. We can say something to the effect of feeling so grateful I was able to provide groceries for the month thanks to my mascara money. Or I've seen people talking about, paying for their mortgage with their mascara money. As long as you're not talking about a dollar amount, it is within compliance to talk about your rewards, what Unique has given you. But also, I would please talk about your, I'm sorry if I'm distracted, I'm just paying attention. I would also talk about your personal gains that have nothing to do with money, nothing to do with material goods. Talk about how you've changed as a person, how you've reconnected with friends, how you are more confident. And if you are scared to put this out into the world, I am telling you, you're going to have to challenge yourself to do better. Because when we say share, we don't mean share a picture of your eyelashes. I mean, we do, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being genuine, opening yourself up, and being real with people, because people relate to that. And the more that you share your true self, the more people will be interested in you. And I'm not saying like go out in the world and air your dirty laundry. I'm saying just be genuine about what this opportunity, share the opportunity, is doing for you. And people will come. People are going to come because think of the reasons why you signed up. Maybe you just signed up because you thought that the mascara was cool and you wanted some makeup, but I bet you a lot of you signed up because either myself or Megan or Kim or Melanie or Cindy, anybody who's been growing their teams, whatever they did, you related to and it excited you. And that's what you need to put out there to grow your own team. Lastly, I know a few of you have been frustrated because you have potential recruits that you've been talking to for a long time and it doesn't seem like they're joining up and you're getting frustrated. Well, it is what it is in this business is that sometimes building these relationships take a really long time and people need to sit on it and make sure that this is what they really want. I'm going to use Jennifer as an example. I've done it in the past. Jennifer started talking to me back in September? It was near the beginning of my Unique journey. She made some comment and she asked about it and we talked a little bit and she's like, yeah, I don't think it's for me. I think I'm too busy. And well, here she is, right? Months later, here she is. And I know that you want it so badly and you feel like you want to jump on these girls and say, hey, what's going on? And you know what? Don't do that. Oh, they want to come in. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I know you want to pounce on these girls and you want to say, hey, I know you were interested and let's talk. And don't do that. Don't do that. You have to let them come to you. You can always be a little bug in their ear by doing the act of sharing that we've been talking about. And I wouldn't recommend following up with them more than, once every few weeks because you don't want to get annoying. But you can't jump on them and you can't feel frustrated. Well, you can feel frustrated, but try not to feel frustrated about it taking time because you want it to be the right decision for them. Because here's the thing, you want the girls that are going to run with this. You want leaders for your team. And I will tell you that it's not a consistent thing, but the women that have really thought it through before joining, they're probably some of the strongest ones on my team. That's not to say that the ones that jumped right in aren't, but the ones that took some time to think about it, they're really making it happen because they really wanted it. So you have to remember that too. It took some time, and maybe it took you some time to sign up. I don't think all of you jumped right in with both feet right away. So remember, new markets, talk to people, get off Facebook. These are going to be the foundations for your sales, which are the foundations for your parties, which are the foundations for your presenters. Getting out of your rut is what is going to bring you your presenters. Constant sharing, constantly looking for new people in new places and starting conversations. So I really do challenge you this week, start One new person a day. Talk about the opportunity. If you can make it more, that's amazing, but start with one. One new person a day, talk about the opportunity. And it's going to get easier and less scarier every time you do it. Okay? Thanks for paying attention, and leave your questions and comments below so we can have a discussion. Okay?